You guys want about this height? Just watch the video.
I've been taking this guy out like that. Boom, we never touched the subframe bolt. Let's go.
Thanks, ECS. We don't really need this guy, but he is nice to have. We need a pass-through socket, the spreader tool. Audi has their little thing that you put in there and twist, and then it stays in place. Spring compressor tools. To modify those, you'll either need a bandsaw or angle grinder or a hacksaw if you want to get huge. It's just going to take a while. This is my little heat induction tool. It's from Amazon. I think it's like 40 bucks. It blows a big bolt in about a minute. Tie rod end tool. And then a mallet just to kind of bop some stuff around. That entire length of bolt is that's what we're gonna fight through. And about every single time you break it. Most people do. It's very challenging to get out. I'm going to do a different video describing exactly how to get these guys out. But you can do coilovers without ever taking this bolt. These nuts are just like a Impact 21 or a box end wrench 21. Oh yeah. Hammer method for the win. Back to partying with the 16s. You shouldn't have an issue with either of these either, because it's, yeah, nut and bolt, not bolt into a mile worth of side's a bit more of a chore to get to, but honestly neither side's too bad. These are pretty easy, and it should just be 16 and should all just go. Turn up the gun. Yep. Yeah, there's the slot out. There it is. Cool. Get that guy out of there for funsies. Yeah. Sorry, tools. Like so, and then they've given you a new nut, black one. So here's what I've done to set my initial height. is I've just measured between, I ran up all the collars hand tight and then measured the distance between the collar and the shock, and then I'll go do that on my other side. And now hopefully we can feed one of our bolts in. I mean, that's gonna have to be on the outside on each of these. Yeah, but oh no! I got a warning! I got a warning! Stupid! Clucking! Chore! Holy cow, that sucker's long-winded, huh? Woo! All right, well, no proof and no damn pudding. That is for sure. We're gonna go ahead and pull this off from the top, and then I'll make my extraction attempts. I'm hoping maybe I can like jam that method it out from here, but I'll be able to at least get further down on the bolt to heat it, which would be good. Up here, and this is steel on steel, so you should just be able to gun it. Yes, sir. See, when we have steel on steel, we don't struggle at all, man. It's a steel on aluminum. Holy cow, that sucker's long-winded, huh? Woo! This is the orientation I'm going to do them in. As you can tell, this one's actually a little bit, I only have, a couple springs in there. And the reason is I can hit this with a gun, and then on this one, I'm only going to be able to use a wrench, more or less, a ratcheting wrench. And if you can tell, it's like an Audi tool. It's not a 5mm, like, what other random videos are going to tell you. And so basically, well, that was convenient actually. I'm just going to cut it right there, because we don't end up using this piece on the ECS coilovers. We just need this top guy. Because this would be the only way that you'd ever get to your dampeners. Like I said, the point of this video is to show you guys how to get through it, not to give you torque specs. Here's the orientation in which you install the coilovers. It's pretty obvious. You'll be able to tell which the slots fit perfectly. It's a good fit by ECS.